Hi friends, I wanted to show this bottle of water. When we look at this bottle of water, we think it is clear. It may be full of germs, it may be free of germs. Only when we put it under a microscope, we might see a whole world of bacteria inside this water. When we put it under an electron microscope, we might see the atoms and the wavelength. And the more powerful a microscope we get into, a whole new world opens up in front of us. Data science, my friends, is exactly the same thing as a microscope. The moment you start learning data science, you get the power or the tools to look at situations, information, data, the world very, very differently. You get the ability to go deep, deep, deep into data and derive insights, which I mentioned in my previous video. Now, how do you get started in data science? Please be rest assured that when you've decided to get into data science, you're opening yourself into a world which is fascinating, extremely powerful, and you're going to become smarter and smarter every day. This is not about mugging of information. It is about having the powers to look at information very differently. So how do you get started? The first thing is to understand fundamental tools of data, whether it is SQL, whether it is Excel, Tableau, where you can extract and visualize data. The second one is to understand statistics. Intuitively, all of us are born with the ability to understand statistics. It is not complex. It is just understanding that what is the probability a certain event will happen or not happen, and converting it into formulas. The moment you go beyond, once you understand the fundamental statistics, you get into multivariate statistics. Now, what is multivariate statistics? In big data, today we have enormous amounts of data. For example, you have data about what we are buying, which is there on e-commerce, what we are searching for, Google has that information, it throws up ads, who we are socializing with, Facebook has that information, what we are thinking of, maybe what we are doing searches in our private windows, and where are we going through our GPS. Now, all this information is available in different forms. Similarly, companies have information about what products you have bought, when have you bought, which salesperson showed you, what is the CCTV. I'm not getting into the realm of privacy, whether our viewers in China are watching it, or India are watching it, or Germany are watching it, or the United States are watching it. The fact of the matter is, there is an enormous amount of information available about who we are, what we do, our health parameters, and so on. This means that there are n number of variables available which is available for analysis, and that is the world of big data. To be able to analyze this big data, a fundamental concept is multivariate statistics, which is the basis of any kind of multivariate regression, machine learning algorithms, and automated versions of this gets into the realms of AI, but we will leave AI for a separate discussion. Understanding these machine learning algorithms, there are two categories. One is people who really want to go deep and understand the formulas behind it. The other sectors, the other kind of people is people should understand the power of using multiple variables on a particular software, which can be R, it can be Python, or anybody else. Both these are open for people who want to be a practitioner of data scientists, they need to go deep, but people who want to be a consumer of data scientists and be able to use data scientists for their businesses, they need to understand what are the possibilities that exist. Those of us students who join our training program at our Bangalore campus, after they complete their courses, they are eligible for a internship, which we call the Redwood Apprentice Program. The details of it are on our website, analyticstraining.in. But this apprenticeship is where you work with our consultants in our consulting arm, which is Redwood Algorithms, where you work on cutting-edge data science projects. This really gives you exposure to what is not taught in any class, which is how do you interact with the client, how do you decode a business problem, when does the client, what is the kind of technique you apply when, how do you converge different kinds